Hello and welcome to video number 9. So I wanted to record this video yesterday, but because it was my parents' 34th wedding anniversary and it was also Valentine's Day, I decided to just, let the day go by, actually spend time with my family. I had them come over. We were watching old videos of when we were growing up, of when we were in New Jersey, which is where I'm originally from. So just watching videos and seeing how my family, especially my parents, were able to raise 3 kids in Jersey, how they were able to then move us and relocate us to Florida, and all the ups and downs that they've experienced throughout their whole marriage. But I am honestly so grateful that I grew up in a 2-parent household where there was mutual respect. My mother and my father always had a respect for each other. I've never, ever, literally ever in the 28 years of my life seen them actually be disrespectful to each other, scream at each other, yell, none of that. And honestly, that has been such a kind of like a foundation for how I view myself and how I want to be with a future partner. And so I'm honestly extremely grateful. I want to continue celebrating them. So today we're actually going to go grab some dinner, spend some time together, and just enjoy and celebrate their love and celebrate the fact that they've made it for 34 years and they're still going strong. So I also wanted to do this video to talk just a little bit about where I'm at and what I'm thinking for the remainder of the year. I feel like I am in a place where I am releasing, resetting, and also refocusing. So releasing, resetting, and refocusing, because last year, 2024, was a great year. I feel like I went through a lot of beautiful experiences, and I don't ever feel like I regret anything I go through. I feel like if anything, I just learn from them and I grow from them. But I'm definitely at a point where I feel like I am finally just releasing some of the either friendships, relationships, or things even that I would normally hold on to, because I am getting more in alignment with God and my purpose. And so I'm realizing, you know what? At the end of the day, if something doesn't work out, or if something is just not aligning with my vision and what I see for my future, then there's no point in trying to hold on. Instead, I am focusing on releasing all of that. I've been praying to God to help me release all the things that are not meant for me. And I am just moving into the next, chapter of my life. I am moving into now resetting. So I would say that the year of 2024 was me rebuilding a lot. I had to rebuild. I had to, first of all, move into this apartment and making my home. I had to rebuild all types of things, my finances. I had to rebuild my credit score. I will share a little bit more about my story and kind of my rock bottom, that I like to call it. But yeah, I definitely went through a lot in the last 5 years, and it really took a lot of energy to rebuild and get to the place that I'm at today. And so first of all, I want to say thank you to God, because He's the only one that has been guiding me and that has been helping me in the process of rebuilding all things and all aspects of my life. I also want to say thank you for my amazing family, my parents, my brothers, my best friends, my cousin who's on the other side of the country, but he is really always supporting me and really always there to listen when I need him. So thank you so much to everybody that has shown me support. I will say that a support system is probably the only way that you can fully get out of a dark season. And last year in my rebuilding season, I definitely really appreciate the support from every single person that was in my life. Literally every single person. I always say I don't regret any decision. I don't regret anything from my past. I learn from them and I move on. And so now that leads me to my third R, which is refocus. And that's really where I feel like I'm at. I'm in the point where I am refocusing. I'm really trying to be intentional with what I spend my time doing. And I'm also trying to be intentional with the people I surround myself with, the things I'm listening to, the books that I'm reading, just everything that you consume will somehow impact your life. So I encourage everyone to just be more intentional with the things that you're listening, whether it's music that you're listening to. I've been slowly deleting certain music from my phone that I'm like, girl, like, we are not listening to this anymore. Like, don't get me wrong, I love a little turn up. I love to, dance. I like to have a good time. But there are certain music and certain songs, and I'm not going to name any artists because I don't care to, but there are just songs that are not actually doing anything for you. If anything, they're getting into your mind and putting a blur on your mind to make you think that some of these things that these songs are saying are normal, and they're not. So instead of doing that, I have been spending more time really just reading. I think last year I kind of lost my love for reading, and so now I'm trying to gain that back. I'm reading a book in a book club actually with over 3,000 women, and this has been one of the biggest blessings. I actually just joined about 2 weeks ago, and we are reading the book Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill. And I've actually read this book in the past, so I was like, you know what, maybe I'll wait until they get to their next book. But I am so happy that I decided to join, because the way that I am taking in this book now, especially going to book club and also listening to other women go through similar experiences, it has been transformational. And we're only, I think, through chapter 5. So I am just excited that I get to meet with over 3,000 women and just talk and just be real and express ourselves and really learn from each other. That has been honestly one of the highlights so far of the year. I'm also personally reading a book on my own. It's called The 8 Rules of Love by Shetty. And the beginning of the book really talks about embracing solitude and finding things that you really love to do, right? Stop, thinking about what everyone else is doing and really take time to think about yourself. Like, what does Jocelyn like to do in her alone time, right? And finding things that maybe you've never tried before and being open to trying new things and exploring. So I have been really enjoying this book. Again, it's called The 8 Rules of Love by Shetty. And I'm just excited that I am able to sit down, read. I've been, again, in the book club, and then I'm actually also listening to an Audible. You might think I'm crazy. Yes, I'm reading 3 books at the same time, but I feel like they all serve a different purpose. And sometimes it's nice to, listen to an Audible, for example, or then sometimes I like to, at the end of the night, disconnect from everything and actually read a physical book. And then the book club is more like something that I'm doing with a group of people. So it's a little bit different, or at least that's how I look at it. So the last book I'm reading is Let Them by Mel Robbins, and absolutely love Mel Robbins. I've been following her stuff for the last probably 5+ years, but this book is absolutely amazing. And I'm telling you all, these 3 books that I'm reading right now were sent to me for a reason, because it's exactly what I needed to be able to refocus and do all the things that I've been saying that I need to do, right? Release, reset, and refocus. And these 3 books are really helping me see the bigger picture, really helping me align to my purpose and my vision for myself. And one of the things that I had been thinking about was, especially I just started this YouTube channel 2 months ago. And I have been thinking about it. I'm like, do I really want to be posting videos? Do I really want to be this quote unquote content creator? And the reality is that I'm not doing it to be this just huge, YouTuber that just blows up and goes viral. And now all of a sudden I have a huge, I'm not honestly interested in that. I've shared some of these on my stories on Instagram. I have about 300 followers. They're all close family and friends. And so what I want to say about me posting on here is that I genuinely just want to attract people that are in alignment with the types of things that I like, that we have a similar mindset, that we want to all grow and evolve. And I am more content with a slow growth in my subscribers or the people that are listening in or tuning in or coming back for more than like a huge viral 1 million view. And then now all of a sudden there's a bunch of people who are on my channel. I genuinely, when I say this, I genuinely mean it when I say that I want this growth to be authentic and for people to truly see what it is that I want to accomplish and what it is that I hope to share because the whole purpose of this is for all of us to grow and for all of us to feel motivated and inspired to do better. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be, there's so many people that are trying to be perfect that it's almost rare to come across a channel where you're like, oh, wow, that person seems genuine. That person seems like they're being them authentically. And so that's what I hope to convey through these videos. And again, I'm excited for this journey. I will continue posting about stocks because that's something that I am really passionate about now. Just being more financially literate, being more financially responsible, understanding the power of growing your money and putting your money in places where it's not just sitting there, but it's actually working for you. So there's all these things that I'm really passionate about, and especially coming from a background where, I didn't have that growing up. So my parents did an amazing job at raising 3 kids, and they did the best they could. I am a first gen American, so my family is originally from Barranquilla, Colombia, and I believe that is a huge reason why I am driven. That is a huge reason why I push so hard. And the reality is that I don't plan to stop. I don't plan to put this on pause. I really do want to encourage and inspire other women, specifically, Latinas. If you're listening to this, we need to come together to get better. Okay. And I know there's a lot going on in the world. There is the whole conversation about DE&I. And personally, I believe that even though that is like what I would get classified as for being a Colombian American, when I think of DE&I think about dedicated, educated, and innovative. That's the way that I describe myself. I don't describe myself as, just a Hispanic woman who has a good paying job. I describe myself as someone who is dedicated, educated, and innovative. And I'm always going to be proud of that. And I'm always going to find ways to make sure that wherever I'm at, I'm in alignment with the bigger picture, right? So if I'm ever working for a company or contracting with a company or speaking somewhere and I realize that I'm not in alignment with the bigger picture, I will either make sure that my point is made and I'm, the one that doesn't fit in and I'm fine with that, or I will remove myself from the situation, the company, the person, whoever, and find more people that are aligned with me. So with that being said, I don't want to make this video too long. I have a bunch of stuff that I want to get done today. But if you are watching this video, thank you so much for coming back. If you're new here, subscribe if you want to listen in and follow my journey here on YouTube. And for those of you who are part of the book club and you're listening, I am so grateful that we are a part of a now community who is really learning to grow as a whole, not only, grow in one area of our lives, but with these types of books that we're reading, we're really going to see our mindset change and then our life change. So excited to continue the journey, and I look forward to posting more on here and building my community. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.